Hi, I'm Kat. I'm the Book Tart, and it's nearly Tuesday, February 12th. Tuesday is new release day for books, for fiction, and I am a fictionaholic. I love books. I have masses of books. Um, I'm actually sitting by stacks right here. Anyway, I have a new fiction release database, and so every Monday night, late into the night, I scroll through pages and pages of new fiction and make a post of what catches my eye. Now, I should do this a couple days earlier and be ahead and give people, yeah, no, I'm never ahead. I'm always behind. So there's over 400 titles in the fiction database for February 12th, and it's alphabetical by author. And you can narrow that down by ebook only or by print. Now, ebooks, there's 150 ebook titles, and there's about 250 print titles. So that's a more accurate record of how many releases are out on a day. And I put the database search on 100 titles a page instead of just 10, which is more manageable to look through in tomorrow's case, February 12th, 5 pages of fiction instead of 40 something, because it defaults to 10 a page. So anyway, I go through, and books that catch my eye I put in my heads up post, and I'm going to read you some of the synopses that caught my attention. There's a few that were intriguing, and I'd like to share them with you. This one is called Far Side. It's by Ben Bova, and it looks like they call it speculative fiction, and it's the moon. So, got Far Side by Ben Bova. All right. So, six-time Hugo Award winner Ben Bova presents Far Side. Far Side, the side of the moon that never faces Earth, is the ideal location for the astronomical observatory. It is also the setting of a tangled web of politics, personal ambition, love, jealousy, and murder. Telescopes on Earth have detected an Earth-sized planet circling a star some 30 light years away. Now the race is on to get pictures of the distant world, photographs and spectra that will show whether or not the planet is truly like Earth, and if it bears life. Farside will include the largest optical telescope in the solar system, as well as a vast array of radio antennas, the most sensitive radio telescopes possible, insulated from interference on Earth's radio chatter by 1,000 kilometers of the moon's solid body. Building the Farside Observatory is complex, often dangerous tasks on the airless surface of the moon, under constant bombardment of hard radiation and infalling micro meteoroids. Say that a couple times fast. Builders must work in cumbersome spacesuits and use robotic machines as much as possible. Breakdowns, mechanical and emotional. Builders, let's see, are commonplace. Accidents happen, some of them fatal. What they find stuns everyone, and the human race will never be the same. Bum bum bum. Far Side by Ben Bova is out in hardcover and ebook February 12th. What else? There's a few other ones that were popping out and jumping and grabbing my attention. Ooh, Tallow, Curse of the Bond Riders. Huh. Tallow by Karen Brooks. Pretty cover. Green. I'm not familiar with this author. Karen Brooks. Says on the edge of a mystical border called the Lyman, close to a beautiful canal-laced city, a humble candlemaker rescues a child whom he raises as his apprentice. Years pass, and the child's unusual talents are revealed, the gentle art of candlemaking slowly transforming into something far more sinister. Lingering in the shadows, enemies watch and wait, a vengeful aristocrat, an exotic queen, and the lethal creatures known only as the Mort Whisperers. They hunger after the child's ancient magic and will do anything to control it. Betray, lie, manipulate, even murder. A story of intrigue, deadly magic, and a love so deep it transcends life itself. Ooh. Tallow, Curse of the Bond Riders series. Huh. It is out on audiobook. That's on audiobook tomorrow, February 12th. What else? Grant, a novel by Max Beard. Oh, it's the author of Jackson and Jefferson, Its History to Life. Huh, okay, so that's Grant. So, that's the cover. Grant, by Max Beard. The renowned author of Jackson and Jefferson brings history to life in a stunning novel set in America's Gilded Age. Grant is an unforgettable portrait of a colorful era and the flawed, iron-willed, mysterious giant at its center. Ulysses S. Grant pursued a tragic war to the very end, but his final battle starts in 1880 when he loses the race to become the first U.S. president to serve 3 terms, goes bankrupt, and begins a fight against cancer that will prove to be his greatest challenge. Through journalist Nicholas Trist, readers follow Grant's journey, and along the way meet Grant's sworn enemy, Henry Adams, and Adams' doomed wife, Clover, the old soldiers Sherman and Sheridan, and always clever, always scheming Mark Twain. Revealed here are not only the penetrating secrets of our 18th president, but the intimate power brokering that led to the end of Grant's career, setting the stage for a new era in American history, one defined by politics, not warfare. So that's out tomorrow, February 12th. And there was one called, oh, here it is. This one I'm really excited about. It's called The Water Witch. And the cover is really pretty. The Water Witch by Julie Dark. There it is, The Water Witch by Julie Dark. Okay. This one caught my eye, the bit of the blurb here. This is perfect for fans of Deborah Harkness. I happen to like Deborah Harkness. And Elizabeth Kostova. I don't know who she is. The Water Watch is what the synopsis says. I think it means Water Witch because that would match the title. So, The Water Witch is a breathtakingly sexy and atmospheric new novel of ancient folklore, passionate love, and thrilling magic. After casting out a dark spirit, Callie McFay, a professor of Gothic literature, has at last restored a semblance of calm to her rambling Victorian house. But in the nearby thicket of the honeysuckle forest and in the currents of the rushing Undine stream, more trouble is stirring. The enchanted town of Fairwick, a dazzling I think they wrote this and didn't say it out loud. This is really hard to say. An enchanted town of Fairwick's dazzling mix of mythical creatures. Please say that 3 times fast. Mix of mythical creatures has come under siege from the Grove, a sinister group of witches determined to banish the Fae back to ancestral land. With factions turning on one another, all are cruelly forced to take sides. Callie's grandmother, a prominent Grove member, demands her granddaughter's compliance. But half-witch, half-fae Callie can hardly betray her friends and colleagues. At the college, to stave off disaster, Callie enlists Duncan Laird. Ooh, I like that name. Duncan Laird, an alluring, seductive academic who cultivates her vast magical potential. But to what end? Deeply conflicted, Callie struggles to save her beloved Fairwick, dangerously pushing her extraordinary powers to the limit, risking all, even the needs of her own passionate heart. Praise for book 1 of the Fairwick trilogy, The Demon Lover. Ah, shoot, this is a sequel, and I don't have The Demon Lover, so I need to get that one, and then get The Water Witch. Okay, so that one, and that is page 1. So that I just whipped through 100 books and called out a few that caught my attention. And I have 4 more pages to look through. And you can come look through on your own. Come to thebooktart.com and you can look through the database and see all the books that are in there that come out for the month of February, and then narrow it down by date and narrow it down even further by genre, though that one doesn't work so well. I have to manually update a lot of things and I haven't had time. But you can also narrow it down by type of book, by paperback or by ebook, which is pretty helpful. So I love fiction and I love to read lots of different things and I like to talk to people about it. So make sure you stop by thebooktart.com and say hey. Thanks from the Book Tart.